There's a subtle adversary lurking within the labyrinth of your mind, a master of disguise that often parades as your most rational advisor. This enemy isn't a malevolent entity from the outside world, but a shadowy aspect of your own psyche, the inner saboteur. It whispers doubts, fuels procrastination, and meticulously constructs elaborate justifications for your self-destructive patterns. This saboteur doesn't operate in the realm of pure emotion. Instead, it cunningly cloaks its insidious agenda in the guise of logic and practicality, making it all the more difficult to perchance and disarm. This internal antagonist is a product of your past experiences, your unresolved traumas, and the limiting beliefs you've internalized over time. It thrives in the fertile ground of your insecurities, feeding on your fears of failure and success alike. The saboteur's primary objective is to keep you within the confines of your comfort zone, even if that zone is a breeding ground for stagnation and unhappiness. It achieves this by presenting seemingly logical arguments that rationalize your inaction and reinforce your negative self-image. Consider the voice that pipes up just as you're about to pursue a long-cherished dream. It doesn't scream, "Don't even try." Instead, it murmurs, "Be realistic. The odds are stacked against you. Why set yourself up for disappointment?" This isn't wisdom. It's the saboteur masquerading as prudence, using a veneer of logic to paralyze your ambition. It meticulously catalogues all the potential pitfalls, amplifying minor obstacles into insurmountable barriers, effectively nipping your aspirations in the bud before they even have a chance to blossom. The saboteur is also adept at exploiting your fear of success. It might whisper, "You don't deserve this. Who are you to achieve such heights? You'll be exposed as a fraud." This fear often stems from deep-seated feelings of inadequacy or a subconscious belief that you don't warrant good fortune. The saboteur uses logical-sounding anxieties about responsibility, increased scrutiny, and the potential for failure to undermine your progress once you start to achieve your goals. It prefers the familiar misery of mediocrity to the terrifying unknown of your full potential. Procrastination is one of the saboteur's favorite weapons. It doesn't simply tell you to avoid your tasks. It provides a seemingly logical rationale for delay. You're not in the right mood. You need more information. This isn't the optimal time. These excuses, dressed up as logical considerations, serve to postpone action and maintain the status quo, preventing you from moving forward and challenging the saboteur's control. The more you delay, the stronger its grip becomes. The inner enemy is also a master of comparison. It constantly measures your achievements against those of others, inevitably finding you lacking. It presents these comparisons as objective assessments, logical evaluations of your worth. Look at how much further they've come. You're falling behind. You're not good enough. This relentless comparison game erodes your self-esteem and fuels feelings of envy and resentment, further entrenching the saboteur's negative narrative. This internal adversary often uses past failures as irrefutable evidence of your inherent inadequacy. It conveniently omits any mention of your successes or the lessons you've learned along the way, presenting a skewed and pessimistic view of your capabilities. Remember that time you failed? See, this is just going to be the same. This logical-sounding appeal to past experience serves to reinforce your fear of future attempts and keeps you trapped in a cycle of self-doubt. The saboteur is incredibly skilled at identifying your vulnerabilities and exploiting them. If you have a tendency towards perfectionism, it will whisper anxieties about not meeting impossibly high standards. If you crave approval, it will amplify your fears of judgment and rejection. It tailors its logical-sounding arguments to your specific insecurities, making them feel deeply personal and undeniably true. Recognizing the saboteur's tactics is the first step towards dismantling its power. Start paying attention to the internal dialogue that precedes inaction or self-sabotaging behavior. Question the seemingly logical justifications that arise. Are they truly objective, or are they rooted in fear and limiting beliefs? Learning to perchan the saboteur's voice, to see through its disguises, is crucial for reclaiming control of your thoughts and actions. Challenging the saboteur's logic is the next vital step. When it presents a pessimistic prediction, actively seek out evidence to the contrary. When it whispers doubts about your abilities, remind yourself of your past successes and strengths. Engaging in this internal debate, armed with self-awareness and a commitment to truth, weakens the saboteur's hold. Developing self-compassion is also essential in overcoming the inner enemy. The saboteur often thrives in an environment of harsh self-criticism. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend facing similar challenges. Recognize that setbacks are a natural part of growth and that self-forgiveness is crucial for moving forward. Mindfulness practices can be powerful tools in disarming the saboteur. By learning to observe your thoughts without judgment, you can begin to perchan the patterns of the saboteur's logic without getting carried away by its emotional charge. This detached observation creates space for you to choose a different response, one that is aligned with your goals and your true potential. Surrounding yourself with supportive and encouraging people can also help to counteract the saboteur's negative influence. Their belief in you can provide a powerful antidote to your self-doubt. Sharing your struggles with trusted individuals can also help you to gain perspective and identify the illogical nature of the saboteur's claims. Ultimately, overcoming the inner enemy is a process of cultivating self-awareness, challenging negative thought patterns, and developing a stronger sense of self-worth. It requires vigilance and a commitment to recognizing the saboteur's disguises. By learning to perchan its tactics and refusing to succumb to its logical-sounding lies, you can break free from its control and begin to live a life guided by your true aspirations, not your deepest fears. The journey is not about silencing the saboteur completely, but rather about recognizing its voice and choosing not to heed its destructive advice.